Needs a shoulder to cry on.
Hi friends, welcome back to my kitchen and welcome if you are new. I'm excited that you're here. I'm Cheryl, this is Table Full of Joy, and we are getting ready for Easter. We have been out of the kitchen for several weeks now. Been battling the flu and a cold and a cough and you name it, I've had it. And it's been super annoying, but we are getting back in the kitchen. We've got to get ready for Easter. We are joining our family, my in-laws, for Easter on Easter Sunday, and I have some recipes I need to test. I've been meaning to test these for quite a while, and I just did not get around to it. I didn't have the energy to do that, but I need to get it done today. So we are gonna make some lemon rolls. I saw these done on a channel called Come Sit at My Table. I think it's Tom and Melissa is them. I just recently found their channel and they are fantastic. I love his videos. I love their chemistry between him and his wife. I love the things that he cooks. My husband saw these rolls and he goes, "Would you make those for me, please?" And I said, yes. So we're gonna make those today. There's gonna be another video coming out that's going to have some delicious Easter side dishes that you can enjoy with your family. So I was hoping I was gonna get that out in time for you guys to plan to put these into your Easter menu. So you will be seeing that video the Sunday before Easter. So be looking for that one. But for now, we're gonna get the lemon rolls going. And while we're getting these done, I have a story to tell you, friends, and I am questioning my Walmart Plus membership right now at this point. So, but let's get our rolls started and then I'll tell you. So let's get them going. So I've got some warm milk, and when you're dealing with yeast, you do not want your yeast or your milk liquid too hot. So this is about 100 to 110 degrees, probably bath water temperature. We've got a 1/4 cup of sugar. We're gonna put that in. And we need 2.5 teaspoons of yeast. I'm just using an active dry yeast. So there's a half, there's 1, 1.5, 2, 2.5. There's our yeast. I'm gonna use my mixer to just kind of stir that just a little bit to get things mixed up. Excuse me. I'm still battling this, as you can hear. All right, we're gonna let this set for just a few minutes. We're gonna let that yeast activate and then we'll move on with our recipe. But friends, do I have a story to tell you about Walmart delivery? I've had my membership for probably almost a year now, and I haven't really ever had any major issues with it other than, they substitute something and they'll, have the little option to, chat with your shopper. I can usually click the chat with my shopper and be like, hey, don't put that in there. I don't want that. I'll just skip it this time. Or can you look for this or whatever? Usually we don't have a problem. It's fine. So last night was Friday. It was our last night of our winter life group with our church family. And our group was ordering pizza for everybody. Hubby decided he wanted some salad to go with it. So I said, I'm just gonna grab a Caesar salad kit. It'll make it easy. I can just throw it together in a bowl when we get there and people can have it if they want it. So before I left for work, I ordered a Walmart delivery to be delivered to my house after I got home. And so I came home, started getting things ready to go, and the Walmart order shows up. I go to get it, come in the house, open the bag, and I was shocked. I was absolutely blown away, friends. This guy literally put a soupy bag of lettuce, soupy bag of salad mix, excuse me, in my bag. No joke. This stuff was so brown and so wet and so soupy. I'm like, why would you even put that in the bag? I don't understand. Why would you do this? So I had to stop before we went to my friend's house. We were picking up the pizza because we live closer to the pizza place they were getting it from. So we had to stop at the store, exchange the salad, get another one. That was a whole 15-minute process at Walmart to exchange a bag of salad. And then we go over, pick the pizza up and go to our friends. Excuse me, and I just kind of cleared my throat this morning. So this morning, I'm trying to get ready. I need to get a few things done. Hubby's going to go work for a friend this morning, so I'm trying to get him fed. I'm just gonna do another Walmart delivery. I need a few things for some recipes so that I don't have to go to the store. I'm gonna take advantage of my membership and just use that. So 10 minutes into sending my order, I get a message that this kid's shopping for my stuff. I'm like, great. So he starts shopping. I am doing some Easter recipes, as I said, and we're doing an Easter beverage in another video that you'll see later. And I needed a specific flavor of soda to do this. And so I ordered that. So he tries to substitute it with another flavor that's not even in the family of flavors. And so I messaged him and I said, wait, hold it, please don't get that one. Can you go up front where the cold sodas are and see if you can find a smaller bottle of this specific flavor? And he's like, yeah, I guess I can. but I don't think they have it. I'm like, don't tell me they don't have it until you actually go look. So he goes and looks, he comes back, says, nope, they don't have it. And I'm like, okay. I'm like, well, then I guess I'll have to go someplace else and get it. Just don't get the orange. So then he starts shopping. And another thing come up as a substitution. And I was like, don't get that, please. Don't bring me that. So this goes on for a few minutes, right? So then all of a sudden I'm trying to look at the progress of my shop or of my order, and I can't get into it. And I'm like, what the heck's going on? Then I get a message that somebody else is shopping for my order and the shopping has begun again. I'm like, what in the world is happening? So I contact this guy and I'm like, wait a second. I'm like, are you shopping for this order too? I'm like, because somebody else is already doing it. He doesn't respond to that. And so then I see him again, try to bring me an orange soda. And I said, okay, conversation again. I don't want the orange soda. Please remove it from the order. I will just get something else somewhere else. Don't worry about it. So then he starts putting things in the cart. And I noticed one of the items that he puts in the cart is one that the kid before had said Walmart was out of, that it was unavailable. I'm like, so how was it unavailable when he was just there and now it is? So I'm getting a little irritated by this point. And so I'm like, well, okay, whatever. Just hopefully I get my groceries. That's all I wanted, right? So another like 20 minutes goes by. And all of a sudden I get another message that a third person is shopping for my order. And I'm like, you've got to be kidding me. So I call Walmart. Of course, they're like, well, we have no control over that. It's Spark drivers. It's not our thing. You need to call. Let me put you in touch with the online delivery people. So she puts me in touch with them. Well, we don't handle Spark drivers. That's not our thing. I'm like, well, they sent me to you. So who do I talk to? Well, you need to call Spark itself or call 1-800-Walmart. So I call 1-800-Walmart. I'm talking to her. And all of a sudden my order just goes haywire. And I'm like, I don't know what's going. I said, please cancel my order. Just cancel it. Cancel the whole thing. Don't let them shop for it. Refund my money and I'm going to go shop myself. I don't want to. I don't have time, but I'm going to do it. I have to. Because if I don't, who knows how many people are going to be shopping for my order at this point. So they cancel the order. I go to Walmart. And you want to know something, friends? Everything that they said, all three of those guys said was not available, was available. And I found it in the store exactly where it was supposed to be. And I managed to get everything I needed. So I don't know what was going on this morning, but I am really seriously questioning my Walmart Plus membership at this point. I'm like, I don't know. This is 2 days in a row now that I've had horrible service with them. And I have not called Spark yet, but I'm going to. But I was just like, friends, it's just not necessary. That just does not make any sense to me that that is okay for their drivers to, one, bring rotten salad, number one. And number two, whatever the heck's going on with their app or with whatever, that they would have 3 people shopping for my order. I was just like, this is nuts. So anyway, long story short, friends, we are moving forward this morning with our recipe. Our yeast looks fantastic. Oh my word, it looks great. So let's get these lemon rolls made. All right, as you can see, our yeast looks amazing. So we're gonna put the rest of our stuff that goes in here. We're gonna put in our 1 full stick of room temperature butter. Just gonna wipe that off on my paddle, or not my paddle, but you know what I mean, my dough hook. We've got 2 eggs. We're gonna put those in. We're gonna put in, it says 2 teaspoons of vanilla. We're just gonna eyeball it because I love vanilla, so it is heavy. So, and we need to do the zest of 1 full lemon. So I'm gonna move let's rotate this a little bit out of my way. So these are gonna have to rise for like an hour. And so we're gonna let them rise. And while they're rising, we need to get moving on this has a filling that goes in it, which I'm super excited about. So this is gonna rise in the oven with the light on for 1 hour until the dough is doubled in size and it's nice and fluffy and it's beautiful. We're gonna get our filling made for these, and this also has a lemon cream cheese frosting that goes on it that is going to be fantastic. I'm super excited about that. My husband loves anything lemon, so I was excited when he asked me to make these. because not only does he love lemon, but one of my best friends absolutely loves lemon as well. So I'm going to surprise her tomorrow at church and bring her a few of these for her and husband to enjoy tomorrow after church. So let's get this mixed. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and start adding my 4.5 cups of flour, and we're gonna add that a cup at a time. So there's 1 cup. Now the one thing with when you're doing anything with yeast is salt will actually kill your yeast. So we are going to put our salt in probably now. I think we can, because we've got some flour in there now that's kind of a barrier. So we need a 1/2 teaspoon of salt, and we're using our Redmond's real salt because that's all I use in my house. And we're going to put in a 1/4 teaspoon of nutmeg, which I thought was an interesting ingredient for this. I'm going to turn that up just a hair, and we're going to continue adding our flour. So there's 2. There's 3. There's 4. I'm going to wait to add that last 1/2 cup in until I make sure that this gets somewhat absorbed, and then we'll go ahead and move forward with that last 1/2 cup of flour. This is going to beat for 5 minutes on a low, probably on your low setting, because we want this to really come together and form a really soft, beautiful dough. All right, so we have this on our low setting. We're gonna go ahead and let this go for 5 minutes and let this dough come together completely. It'll start to pull away from the side of the bowl. It'll gather all of this flour that's around the edge, and this is gonna be amazing. All right, friends, that dough is beautiful. It is so soft, so pretty, super excited. I've got a little bit of oil in my bowl here. We're gonna put this in, roll it around, flip it over. We're gonna cover this, and it's gonna go in our oven with the light on for 1 hour and let it rise. We'll come back. All right, friends, our dough is almost ready to come out and be rolled. We need to get our filling going in this mixer so that we're ready to put this on. When that dough comes out, we get it rolled out. So let's get it put together real quick. So this is a really simple, easy filling to make. We don't need this one. We need a paddle attachment. So I've got 2 cups of just plain granulated sugar in here. Before I put that on, let's go ahead and do our zest of 1 lemon. Make sure that you're not getting any of that white pith. You're just getting the yellow zest. That's where all that beautiful, bright flavor is at. Lemon is one of those flavors for me that just screams spring. That's a tongue twister. I love anything lemon. So does my husband. I love making a big batch of lemon garlic chicken and marinating it, putting it in my freezer, and then being able just to pull it out and let it thaw, and then throw it on our grill for a really quick dinner. I love putting that lemon garlic chicken on Caesar salad. It makes a fantastic Caesar salad. Maybe we will make that for you guys one of these days soon. Okay, we need 1 stick of softened room temperature butter. Just like that. And then we need a 1/4 teaspoon of ginger powder and a 1/4 teaspoon of nutmeg. We're gonna start mixing this up together, and we're gonna, once we get the butter and the sugar and the spices all mixed together really well. Then we're gonna go ahead and start adding in some lemon juice slowly. And that's what's gonna thin out our sugar so that to make it a spreadable consistency. And I've got almost a half cup. I think it takes between a quarter and a half cup of lemon juice. So we're just gonna add this in a splash at a time. You don't wanna get too much juice in this because we don't wanna make it super wet. But we do want it to be a spreadable consistency so that we can get it nice and even on our dough. And I think that's gonna be it right there. I'm gonna turn this up a little bit because I really wanna get that lemon juice mixed in there really, really well. I think that looks beautiful right there. That is a really good consistency. It's not super wet. That is gonna be so good in those lemon rolls. So I think our dough is about ready for us to pull it out and get it rolled. So let's get all of this filling off of our paddle. And then we're gonna move our mixer out of the way. We're gonna put down just a little bit of flour. We don't need a lot, but we are gonna put down just a little bit of flour. All right, I'm just gonna spread this flour out just a little bit before I get the dough out, because I wanna make sure that this dough does not stick to this board. You can see our dough is beautiful. I'm gonna go ahead and save this saran wrap because I need to cover these rolls back up. They're gonna go back in the oven. Go ahead and just kind of pat this out into a rectangle, and then we're going to roll it out. I like rolling it out on this cutting board because this cutting board is about the size that I need. This board is about the size that I want my dough to be. Pretty close anyway. So I like using it as my guide. Let's do a little bit. That looks about right. All right, so we have our lemon filling that we made. And I'm going to just drop this by drops all over our dough. I think it's going to make it easier for me to spread it. We don't want to waste any of this. And I'm going to use an offset spatula to spread it. Just so we get a nice, even filling all the way throughout these. This smells so good already, friends. Just make sure we get it all the way around the edge. It's nice and fluffy. These would be so amazing Easter morning if you're putting out some little things for people to kind of nibble on while, you know, Easter dinner is being made. You know, you come home from church and you want to put out a little something for people to nibble on. These would be amazing. Fix a nice pot of coffee and let your guests just sit back and enjoy the day. Enjoy these beautiful lemon rolls. Okay, I think we got them all rolled out. All right, so we are gonna roll from the long side, and you want to get it started. And you want to make sure that you're pulling and tucking as you're rolling this, because we want nice tight cinnamon roll or some lemon rolls. We want to have this a nice tight roll. If you don't pull it towards you and get it nice and tight, you end up with a really loose inside. Okay, let's get that. All right, cut these, and we're gonna cut these into 12 equal pieces. I actually think we're gonna cut these in fourths. So let's cut it in half. Just like that. We're gonna cut this one in half. I think I'm actually gonna, this is a new one. I don't think I like this bench scraper very well. Okay, so we're gonna cut this in half. And we're gonna cut each one of these into thirds. Okay, let's get our baking dish. I'm gonna go ahead and plop these in here. Okay, let's get these last three on this end over here. All right, we're gonna let these rise for 1 hour back in the oven with the light on. All right, friends, here is our cinnamon rolls, or lemon rolls, sorry. I can't get used to saying lemon and not cinnamon. So these are going to go in the oven. They rose in the oven for 1 hour with the light on. We've now got our oven preheating to 350 degrees. They're gonna bake for 30 to 35 minutes till they are nice and golden brown and beautiful. They need to completely and totally cool before we actually put the frosting on them. So we have a cream cheese glaze that we're gonna put on these once they're completely cool. So they're gonna bake for about 30-35 minutes. They'll need to cool for probably a good hour before we put the cream cheese on them. And they are going to be phenomenal. I already can tell. They smell amazing. So friends, we're gonna get them in the oven. All right, friends, 35 minutes later, and this is what we've got. They smell incredible. Cannot wait to get the glaze on these. We're gonna let these sit here. They have to cool completely, because if I put them out too hot, the glaze is just gonna run everywhere. We don't want that. We want it to stick to them. So we're gonna let these cool, probably be an hour, maybe more, before they're cool enough for us to put the glaze on. I am gonna put them on a cooling rack so that they got good air circulation all the way around the pan. And we've got our butter out softening. Our cream cheese is ready to go. We've got another lemon that is ready, and we are going to let these cool. We'll come back and we'll make our beautiful lemon glaze to go on these. All right, friends, so we are gonna get started on our lemon cream cheese frosting for our lemon rolls. They smell so good. I cannot wait to get this icing on them, and it really needs to set up a little bit. They're gonna be pretty gooey if we don't. So we're gonna take 4 ounces, which is half of an 8-ounce brick of cream cheese. We've got 2 softened sticks of butter. I text my sweet friend from church a picture of the rolls, and she is super excited to have these tomorrow. We've got 1 lemon. We're gonna go ahead and put the zest of 1 lemon in this frosting as well. You probably don't know this, but you get most of your lemon flavor from the zest, not necessarily from the juice itself. So any chance you have to put lemon zest in something, definitely do it, because it is where all of that amazing fresh lemon flavor comes from, is from the lemon zest itself. And just go very light when you're using your zester, because you don't want any of that white pith. You want that to stay on the lemon, and just get the bare tip of that yellow color. All right, so we've got this. We are gonna get this mixed up. We're gonna add some powdered sugar to it in a couple minutes.
Stand united as one. We lift our hands.
Let's scrape down our bowl real quick. Let's get all of that butter down in the bottom. And we are gonna crank this up on high speed, because I want to get a lot of volume into this frosting. Right, we're gonna start adding in 3 cups of powdered sugar. So I'm gonna do about 2 cups, and we're gonna slowly add in a little bit of lemon juice. That's gonna help kind of thin it out, kind of give us that moisture that we need. And then we can add more powdered sugar to this to get our frosting to the exact thickness that we want it. I want this to be spreadable. This is not supposed to be thick like a buttercream frosting. I think I want to add just a little bit more powdered sugar. Not a lot, like maybe a half a cup. And then I think we'll probably be good on powdered sugar for this frosting. My husband doesn't like it super sweet. He would prefer to have it more on the tart side, more of the lemon than the sugar. And just like that, friends, there is our lemon cream cheese frosting. We're gonna get this put on our lemon rolls. All right, friends, here is our lemon frosting. We've got our lemon rolls right here. We've got an offset spatula, and we're gonna use this to frost these. And I don't know how much of this frosting I'm gonna use. I may not use all of it, because my husband is not a huge frosting fan. And I know that my friend that I'm sharing these with tomorrow, she also is not a huge frosting fan. So I probably should have only done a half a batch of this frosting, but it'll be okay. They do smell really good. I may save this frosting and do something with it later this week. I might just put this in a container and set it aside for another project later in the week. I try to do some things for our church youth group on Wednesdays, and so I may do some fun little Easter sugar cookies or something for them and put this lemon frosting on them, and those would be super tasty too. So, all right, friends, here's our lemon rolls. Oh my gosh, friends, they smell so good. I'm gonna let this frosting set up, and my husband will probably try one when he gets home. I'm sure he'll probably be hungry, so he may have one of these, or he may wait to have some in the morning with some coffee before we head to church. But we are going to share a couple of these with our friends from church tomorrow. She's super excited to try these. She loves lemon just like my husband does. So I want to thank you guys so much for joining me in my kitchen as we finally got back in here to make something fun today. So I'm super excited that I found these on Come Sit at My Table with Tom and Melissa. Super excited about their channel. I love it. I'm super addicted to it now. I've got another one that I'm going to binge watch, finding some really fun recipes to do. So I will be sharing with some more of their channel with you guys. These are going to be super excited, or these are super good. We're excited to eat these. That's what I mean. I need to get back into practice, friends. I haven't been back in the kitchen for a while. So anyway, again, as I said, I'm happy that you guys joined me today. So we made a fun little treat. Hope you guys will come back and join me in my kitchen again as we make something fun. We've got another video coming out. Don't miss that one. That's going to be our Easter sides video. So you're going to have 3 amazing side dishes to check out and get ready for your Easter this next weekend. I know we're running a little bit behind, but we're getting there. It's just taking a little while, a little longer. So anyway, friends, if you have not yet, please hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell, so you're notified every time we upload a new video. And friends, we'll talk to you guys in the comments. Have a great day, and God bless.